Hi everyone, I am NORLEEN DELA CRUZ from BSP1 BP11, and the topic that was given to me to discuss in this video is the language of relations and functions. For the short introduction, a relation is a rule that relates values from a set of values called the domain to a second set of values called the range. It is also a set of ordered pair x and y. For the given problem, let set E equals to 1, 2, 3, and set F equals -2, -1, 0, and define a relation T from E to F as follows. For all x and y is an element of the product E and F. X and y, an element of relation T, means that x minus y over 3 is an integer. So here are the problems that we are going to answer later on. A, is 3 related to 0? Is 1 related to -1? Is 2 -1 an element of relation T? Is 3 and -2 an element of relation T? B, write relation T as a set of ordered pairs. C, write the domain and codomain of relation T. D, draw an arrow diagram for relation T. For the first question, we have to get first the product of E and F. So that would be 1, -2, 1, -1, 1, 0, 2, -2, 2, -1, 2, 0, 3, -2, 3, -1, and 3, 0. And then we are going to substitute all of these set of ordered pairs sa ating statement, which is x minus y over 3. So if the answer is an integer, then it is an element of relation T. And if it is not an integer, then it is not an element of relation T. So first, 1, -2 is an element of relation T because 1 minus -2 over 3 is 1, which is an integer. 1 -1 is not an element of relation T because 1 minus -1 over 3 is 2/3. 1, 0 is not an element of relation T because 1 minus 0 over 3 is 1/3. 2 -2 is not an element of relation T because 2 minus -2 over 3 is 4/3. 1, -2 is an element of relation T because 1 minus -2 over 3 is 1, which is an integer again. 2, 0 is not an element of relation T because 2 minus 0 over 3 is 2/3. 3, -2 is not an element of relation T because 3 minus -2 over 3 is 5/3. 3, -1 is not an element of relation T because 3 minus -1 over 3 is 4/3. And lastly, 3, 0 is an element of relation T because 3 minus 0 over 3 is 1. So to answer the question, yes, 3 is related to 0 because 3, 0 is an element of relation T. 1 is not related to -1 because 1 and -1 is not an element of relation T. And 2 is related to -1 because 2 and -1 is an element of relation T. And 3 is not related to -2 because 3 and -2 is not an element of relation T. For the second question, write relation T as a set of ordered pairs. So again, we're going to use yung nasagot natin kanina sa first question. So ito yun. And yeah. So dahil yung mga elements ng relation T is yung 1, -2, 2, -1, and 3, 0. Bale, yan yung set of ordered pairs ng relation T. For letter C, write the domain and codomain of relation T. So, yung answer natin kanina, ito yon sa second question, ito yon. Yung relation T is equal to 1, negative 2, 2, negative 1, and 3, 0. So, sa given problem natin dito, set E is our x values and our set F is our y values. Therefore, the domain of relation T is 1, 2, 3, and the codomain is negative 2, negative 1, and 0. For the last one, the letter D, we're going to draw an arrow diagram for relation T. So again, ito yung relation T natin, set of ordered pairs ng relation T. And the domain and codomain. So, yung domain natin, of course, is yung 1, 2, 3, and yung codomain is negative 2, negative 1, and 0. And then, we're just going to connect them. Yung 1 sa negative 2, yung 2 sa negative 1, and yung 3 sa 0. So that would be all for this video. Thank you for watching and listening. I hope that you have learned something from me.